Hello, welcome back to War Thunder. Today I'm back in the Japanese and I'm flying my Kai 45 Dragon Slayer. Otsu I think it is. It's the second one in the line, one with the 20mm cannon in the nose and the 37 just below it. And I'm on Zhengzhou map, I believe it is, and we're against the Russians again. This is quite a long map actually, but this is slowly becoming one of my favourite planes. It's good. I like it. The guns, although there's only one 20mm and one 37, they are fairly accurate. But the problem is, it's quite difficult to get your plane in the best position to shoot, as you will see later on. As you can see, there's only 5 on each side, I think. Or is there 4? There's 4 or 5 of us on each side, and then 5 or 6 AI each. So it's not a massive game. And what I do at the beginning is I head off to the right to guard. We have a lot of bridges that the enemy will probably go for. So eventually I climb a bit and then I head off to the right. Yeah, so I'm looking down at these bridges in previous games and all the other times I've been on here. The bombers and the ground attack vehicles mostly come for these bridges. Mostly. So there's one now, the IL-2. I'll go for it. I don't go for him yet. I don't go for him at this time. I'm looking around. I can see an LA-5 at the bottom. There's one directly, I think he's a bit higher than me. So I'm just looking at these 3 planes and I'm trying to think what to do. But I decide not to take the LA-5 above me. He's in a better position. I don't think I'll have much choice with him. So I try and dive down and try and get this lower LA-5. But I'm keeping my eye on the one above me, and he doesn't come after us. So I'm not sure what. I don't know why he didn't, because I'm obviously an easier target. But then again, my rear turret might be putting him off. I'm not sure. But anyway, he stays up there, and I continue down after this LA-5. And yeah, I'm trying to get in a good position, but I mean, this is a fairly big plane, but it's still fairly manoeuvrable. I think there's a lag there just in the distance. So I'm trying to get behind him. And there's a little dogfight that turns on, but I don't get any. It looks like I'm on target on some of the shots, but not all of them. But anyway, let's see what happens. Does that count as a kill? I don't know. But anyway, he decided to just go for a drink. Yeah, so I left him to it. But as you can see, it's not the easiest plane to keep on target. I mean, I think they were mainly used for shooting down bombers, with that big big 37mm cannon. So I pull out of that dive and then slowly circle around because I know there's a lag in an LA5, and there aren't many planes left on our side at the moment. There's a Hayabusa that's being chased by the LA5. So I'm just turning round towards them and trying to get some altitude at the same time. Yeah, I let the Hayabusa know that I'm after this LA5, but I think it's too late. I think it's already gone. I would have thought the Hayabusa would have been able to hold its own with the LA5, but maybe he ran out of ammo. I'm not sure, but it's too late now. So now I think it's just me and the H6K left. So yeah, so there's a lag and an LA5. I don't see the lag again. I think he may crash. So effectively, it's just me and the LA5 and their enemy and the enemy AI at the moment. So another dogfight with an LA5, and somehow he comes around and it looks like he does a 90-degree turn. I don't know how he's done that. But anyway, he gets in a good position and hits me a couple of times, and then it's just a case of trying to outmaneuver him. And you can see my plane shaking around. I'm on that borderline between stall. It's on the limits, but when it does stall, it doesn't flip over as much because of the big wings. So he decides to crash as well. Does that count as a kill as well? Maybe? I don't know. So at this point I decide to well, you can see I've got a fuel leak, so I decide to go back. But just as I push the button to say returning to base, I notice that I totally forgot about that IL-2. So I've got a fuel leak, but it's not going down that quickly, so I decide to try and have a go at this one. And as you will see, it's I make a meal of trying to shoot them as well. I mean, I have said that the guns are very accurate, but they're not easy to aim with. But there's another dog. Well, it's not really a dog fight. It's just a bit. Well, you'll see. So I eventually get a few little hits with the 20mm and take his ailerons out. So now I'm definitely going back now to base. And on the way there was a couple of trucks, but I don't do too well against them. Yeah, so your targets are easy to hit when they're moving in a straight line, but unfortunately there's a tree in my way, and I hit the tree, and the little silhouette comes up of my plane, but it doesn't tell me what damage I've done. I've done some damage, but it doesn't tell me what it is. So I go to third person in a minute, and have a look around, but I can't see anything. I don't know what's doing. So I just continue on. There's another vehicle which I try and go for. Yeah, that was a bit easier. So yeah, I'm still looking at my plane. I'm still thinking, what's happened? So here we go. I'm coming back to land anyway, and yeah, I put my flaps down. My landing flaps down. And then I try to put down my undercarriage, which is obviously what was broken, because it's not coming down. So I've got to do a soft landing, and hopefully I'm still in the game when I land. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Apart from a tail fell off. I thought that was a good landing. I don't know. But anyway, it only takes 20 seconds to staple it back together. So 20 seconds, I'll be back on the runway. Alright, when you've joined me back, I'm back in the air obviously, and there's just 3 or 4 enemy AI after the H-6K who's just been flying around bombing stuff. And yeah, it's just a question of me just catching up to them and then seeing what happens. I think some of you have probably already guessed what's going to happen. But anyway, one thing I've noticed about the AI, which is probably obvious to everyone else as well, is you can see that 3 of them are following one plane, and they'll keep following him. For example, if this Max I'm coming up to now, if I took a shot at him and maybe had to scrape his wing, he'll turn off and then dogfight with me. But in all reality, I could just follow him forever, and he won't actually engage with me unless I start shooting, which is a bit weird in my eyes. But as I say, you all know what's going to happen in a minute, so I'll shut up for now. maybe a bit overkill, but yeah. Anyway, Luke's next on my target, but he's obviously behind the H6K now. And this is virtually the end of the match because the H6K critically damages him. I take some shots at him because I didn't. I thought that I thought he would get credit for the kill because he got the critical, and then the game comes up saying that the players have lost all their vehicles. So, yeah. So I did that, and I think I might have stolen the kill. So, but I apologise. I'm sorry. I didn't think I would have been credit. I thought I would have got an assist for it, but I couldn't resist that. So there you go. That was it. I don't think there's anything else to say. Oh yes, on the scoreboard it says I've got 3 kills, but 2 of those were AI. But it doesn't. As you can see, I'll point to it in a minute. It doesn't say so. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later.